Alright, well we're back. We're into the cooking part of everything. And already got everything lit. I'm going to probably go down with the, the ribs first. So you guys know where I'm at with all this. Chicken to follow. Soon thereafter, we put the potatoes already in. The potatoes that we're roasting, $3.75. We're going to start checking those probably starting around 15 minutes. Something that I, just to kind of always check them. And I'm just looking toward their fork tender and have a nice crunch on the outside. All right, so one thing I do on my own, I do usually on the grill, is I do, not always, but in the case of this, I am going to sit there, put down a little bit of aluminum foil. We're just using some canola spray. All right, so basically what we did there is we started with the fire kind of hot, and it's going to help get a nice crust on the outside. Then turn it down a little low. We're going to go, not necessarily low and slow per se, but it's going to give us an opportunity to cook these until we're happy with it. One thing that when you're doing ribs or any other kind of meats, and especially if you're going to be possibly using barbecue sauce of some kind on it, one of the keys there is you don't want to put it on too early. You put it on too early and it's going to burn, and that will of course affect the taste of your meat, and you just don't want to do that. So anyway, we've got those good and started. I'll let these go for a while. How long? I mean, it may be 15-20 minutes before it's all said and done. I am going to flip them during the process because I want to get them a little bit more evenly cooked and get some of the little that crust on the outside. Soon after getting this, after the flip, I'll probably start putting the chicken on. The chicken's going to take, because of how big my grill is, which is under the heading of not very, I'm going to let them go for a while. Now, sauce. Let's talk about sauce real quick. Sauce is, again, one of those things that if you ask 5 people, you'll get 12 different answers. Simply because people are very funny about how they do their own sauces. They're funny about what the flavor profile they like. What I'm going to do today, with what I've got in there, I do have some North Carolina style barbecue. North Carolina style barbecue is very vinegar based, whereas a lot of the barbecue sauce here in Alabama is very ketchup based. Or tomato based. It's not a case of right or wrong. It's just sometimes a case of what you particularly like and what you're used to. When I'm dealing with pork, I definitely like having more of a vinegar based sauce. But I've got a couple sauces in there. Like I said, I got a North Carolina one. We may do a little bit on there. I've also got a whiskey barbecue sauce that I used to make for a previous employer. And then I've also got a blackberry jalapeno barbecue sauce that I do as well. I really like the blackberry jalapeno. It is the epitome of sweet heat, but it's not over the top. It's a kind of complex building, of all the flavors involved. Something that I really like a lot. But to me, it really works well with ribs. Now, we talked about on our shish kebabs that we're going to put on here in a little bit. We're using chicken today. You can use beef. You can use pork. You can use shrimp. The fact being is, that's kind of up to you. Now, if I was using shrimp, for example, I obviously wouldn't use that Montreal chicken seasoning. I might use some Zatarain's blackening, or I might use some Creole or something like that. Um, it just really kind of depends on you. What you're in the mood for, I guess. We're going to go ahead and check and see where we're at on our ribs. Got some good smoke coming up. Oh yeah, yeah, nice. All right. You do have to watch out sometimes with, especially with ribs, when you've got that. If you are using something like your aluminum foil, you do need to be careful sometimes because what does tend to happen occasionally is the sugar, as it begins to melt, will start to burn. Yeah, a little bit of fire going on out here. All right. Anyway, we may end up breaking this up to several parts. So anyway, I'm going to go for a little bit. I'll be back with the next little part of this.